are with Representative Tina Orwall from the 33rd District. Now, the Supplemental Operating Budget was released earlier this week, and there is a lot to love in there. So, in particular, what are you most excited about?
We know there are so many families and businesses that are struggling in our community, and that this is a key time to bring in support. I'm a social worker and mental health professional, and there's a lot of investments in supporting behavioral health services, whether it's increased rates to our providers, workforce issues and how we get more people into the workforce. These are really important things. Other parts of the budget were daycare. A lot of families are struggling to even go back to work without adequate and affordable daycare. And so, again, these are really important investments. Those are just to name a couple, but again, I think it really looked at those basic things, food security and housing and other pieces.
All right, well, so let's take a closer look. Anything good coming to your district?
There's really important investments in this budget that are going to help not only the 33rd District, but the state. When we went into the Great Recession, which is really similar now, is we had a lot of people struggling to stay in their homes. And so we have a lot in this budget around rental assistance, helping landlords, foreclosure prevention, which is something I worked on for years, and making sure that we're doing everything we can to help people struggling to pay their mortgage or their rents. I also realized there was a lot around food insecurities, which is a huge issue in my district. And we want to make sure all the schools and the food banks have adequate food to support our families. So I was really pleased to see those investments as well.
There were specific things in the budget that you particularly championed and fought for. Talk to us about those provisos.
There are a couple I want to mention. One is, I'm really a big fan of getting youth into the trades. These are great careers. And so we had a great partnership between the NEW, which is a pre-apprenticeship program, and the Highline School District. And it was so successful last summer. 24 students went through it, and many are working in the trades. And so this year we went back and we doubled that proviso. So we're doing 2 cohorts every summer for the next 2 summers. And that will be for all the school districts in South King County. And again, this is a great foot in the door to great careers that are really high paying family wage jobs. And so I'm really excited that there's already so much interest for next summer. Another thing we really looked at was helping foster youth. And so one of my provisos is really expanding what we're calling keeping our kids in Kent. Kent has one of the highest rates of kids that leave our area to go into foster care. So the Mockingbird model really provides support through multiple families to keep kids in Kent and near their schools and their friends. And so those were 2 pieces that I'm especially proud of.
There are roughly 2 weeks left of this year's session, but people can still provide their input. What is the best way for people to have their voices heard?
Even though we're coming to the end of session, it's still a great time to reach out to my office through email, through phone calls. We're here to serve you. So if you're having a trouble with the state agency or there's still a concern you want to make sure we're addressing, please reach out to my office. Thank you.